Hi, everyone. It's Jeff Jenkins, Executive Director with the Texas Chiropractic Association, and want to thank you for joining us for our Lunch with TCA webinar series. Very excited to have Saatva, one of our TCA Silver partners, presenting a webinar on the Saatva program. And as you guys know, sleep is such an important part of your patient's health. And TCA has a great relationship with Saatva in a way you can help your patients and also generate revenue for your practice. So everyone wins. So I'll introduce you guys to Scott Perkins with Saatva, and also Dr. Kevin Wong, who is our presenter today, one of our favorite speakers at TCA. And just one or two very quick announcements. Just a reminder that our TBC mandatory hours webinar is on October 20th and 22nd. Please register for that if you want to get your board hours. And check your email, read your newsletters to find out about upcoming TCA events, seminars, district meetings, and etc. It should be in your Chiro Connect newsletter and also eSource. So it's my pleasure to introduce you guys to Scott Perkins with Saatva, and enjoy the webinar.
Great. Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate it. We're super excited to be here with everyone. We love working with the TCA. We've made a lot of great relationships, and you guys have been doing a tremendous job with Saatva. We're hoping that we can continue that course and raise the level for everyone. And really the purpose of this webinar is, in addition to sharing information, some may be repetitive, some will be new, and also just to get your feedback and answer any of your questions, so everyone is very comfortable and clear as to how the program works, and the most of all, to get the most out of it for you and your patients in your clinic. So let's begin. I'd like to also mention that Dr. Kevin Wong is a close friend and works very closely with Saatva, and we're excited to have him present this information to you. So Dr. Kevin Wong has worked with a lot of different organizations over the years, does tremendous amount of speaking engagements, and we're really excited to have him and honored to have him represent our company. So just to start out, we really appreciate that everything that you guys do. We know you're super busy. There's a lot going on, and we try to make this program as streamlined and easy as possible so it doesn't take up much of your day. But it's really doing a service to your patients to really know, that there's products out there like a Saatva mattress to get a great night's sleep. In addition to just selling product, obviously, we are really preaching sleep recovery and restorative sleep. And working with chiropractors is just a natural fit for us. We began this program about 4 years ago. And one of the main questions that we really built this program around was patients asking the question to their chiropractors, what type of mattress do you recommend? And we wanted to create a program where you as chiropractors and practitioners felt comfortable recommending a mattress brand to your patients, where it was a product you believed in and also that your patients would receive great care. And we feel we built that, and we appreciate, again, all of the dedication and commitment that you guys have helped us with. Next, please. So for most of you, you're familiar with the Saatva brand, but just as to reiterate our background, talk about that we were founded back in 2010. Back then, we only were an e-commerce company. Currently, we have 26 locations throughout the United States, 3 of which are in Texas. And we are now offering 11 different luxury mattresses. There are a number of them that we'll talk about during this presentation. But most of all, it's important to note that every mattress that we produce is made factory fresh, and it's all made in the US. So this is a fully formed luxury mattress. It is not a bed-in-the-box product. And what I wanted to emphasize is that it is not a mattress that is folded, compressed, and stuffed into a box, so there is no off-gassing. Also, with a luxury mattress, you could expect a longer lifespan of the mattress and just better support overall in a luxury mattress. Nothing against the bed-in-the-box products that are out there. They offer tremendous value, but Saatva really is just a step above that type of mattress quality. And of course, the service for Saatva speaks for itself. Next, please. So here are some key points as to why people would consider buying a Saatva mattress. One of the main points, and Dr. Wang will touch on this again, is we wanted to really lower the risk factor when someone is buying a mattress. Now, there are a lot of customers and patients that are not in the proximity of a Saatva showroom, but we've found that a lot of our practitioners, ones that are most successful, don't even work close to a Saatva showroom. And one of the reasons is because we have a 365-night trial. And with that 365-night trial, any of your patients that purchase a mattress, if they do not like the mattress for any reason, could either exchange it or return it within that year for only a $99 processing fee. And this is a really no hassle process that your patients can take advantage of. The bottom line is that you don't know how a mattress is going to feel until you sleep on it in the comfort of your own home. So it's great to have a showroom where you can actually check out the mattresses. There's a lot to choose from. But again, until you sleep on it, you don't know. So we have the 1-year trial. And just to give you a statistic, 95% of patients and customers that purchase a mattress end up keeping their first mattress. The other remainder take advantage of this program. And if someone were to do an exchange because they just don't like the mattress, the new mattress they receive will get another 1-year trial on it. So it continues forward. We want to make sure that every customer and patient is totally satisfied with their product and they get a great night's sleep. Delivery also is free. So we offer a free white glove delivery service that will deliver the mattress into the room of your choice, set it up for you, and also remove your existing mattress and box spring for free. So this is a full service. Going back to the bed in the box scenario, people are lugging these mattresses in a box upstairs, staircases, and obviously it's not easy, especially if these folks are not in the type of shape you need to be in to really lift those things. But this is a full service that we provide. When you order a mattress from us, they're all made factory fresh, and they take about 9 to 21 days or 2 to 3 weeks before they're made. So they're made especially for that particular customer. So once you order your mattress, it's delivered to a local facility. We have over 150 different delivery partners throughout the United States. And then you're set up for the delivery, which is free, and we offer the full service for removal. Currently, we have 5 different exclusive manufacturing plants throughout the United States. One is in Fort Worth, Texas, where we produce our mattresses. So we have a consistent process and quality control over all of our mattresses. And one of the most important things about the way we make our mattresses is the embracing of the green initiative. So every mattress that Saatva produces is made with eco-friendly materials. We use organic cotton throughout the mattresses, so it's very breathable. The mattresses are treated to be hyperallergenic and antimicrobial. And also, we never use harmful chemicals or sprays when we're producing our mattresses. One of the concerns that a lot of people have is what type of fire retardants are you guys using? Some mattress companies don't use any at all. We use only natural botanical materials such as thistle pulp, which is made from a thistle plant. We also use organic New Zealand wool throughout our mattresses. And every mattress that we produce is Green Guard Gold certified, where it's tested for any type of chemical emissions. Pricing wise, you could expect us to be about 70% less than our in-store competitors. And the reason and the way we can be at that number is because we have a direct to consumer business model that allows us to lower our costs. For example, all of the representatives in our showrooms or our call center are all non-commission. So that both lowers the cost, but also makes the buying experience that much more enjoyable. Additionally, you will not find a Saatva mattress in any other mattress store. So we cut out the middleman. And thirdly, we do not stock any of the mattresses. As I mentioned, they're all made factory fresh, so that lowers our cost for warehousing. Price-wise, we range anywhere from $2,000 up to $5,000. Our $5,000 mattress is going to fall into the category of our precision air mattress, which is similar to like a Sleep Number bed. But for the most of the mattresses that we have for queen and king, that is, $2,000 to $4,000 is the range. which also then will equate to your commission, where you could expect at least $200 to $500 in commission for the mattresses that are being produced. And this is not including any of the other products that we also sell that your patients may be also purchasing. We also pride ourselves on customer service. We are now America's #1 online luxury mattress that is sold. We're endorsed by the ACA, and we're the only company that sells mattresses, also Chiro Congress. Excellent rating with the BBB. And customer service is our #1 product. We want to make sure that whether you buy from Saatva or not, you're going to have an excellent experience and you recommend your friends and family to purchase from us. So those are some key points there. Moving on to the next slide, please. Okay. I will now hand this off over to Dr. Wong.
All right.
Take it away, Kevin.
Very nice. So everybody, hello. It's nice to be here with you again. I love my time whenever I get to talk for TCA. Some of you have seen me run on the foot leveler circles, but I met Saatva a few years back through one of your, it was the TCA, it was the Texpo that we had, that you guys had. So it's really been an amazing partnership since then. So the reason why I went back to the slide is because you all know that when I teach you, when we go over orthotics or we go over adjusting or we do anything, we know we have a lot of choices. There are a lot of companies that want us to represent them. There are a lot of companies that want us to sell their stuff. So when I first came up started to see Saatva at the Texpo in Texas, I was like, okay, I've heard of these guys. And what really stood out to me in the very beginning was their 365 night trial lifetime warranty. Now, in all honesty, there are other companies, there are a few other companies that do this. But what Scott hit you on this slide, if you ever have to wonder where your talking points can come from, I can come from this slide right here. It's so amazing how much it encapsulates everything about this, all right, about this company. So what I like about it so much is the bed itself is really, really comfortable. Now, we've had other companies and we have other companies out there that try to woo us, right? What I like about the ACA endorsement is that's a pretty big endorsement, but it really just matters what you think, okay? So that's why Saatva makes it really easy for you to have one of these mattresses for yourself. But I have the Saatva Classic Queen. It's a firm, right? Just like I would tell my patients to get. We also have the adjustable base. I wanted to blow this out. I'm like, I'm going to get this thing. I'm going to make sure we try it all out. And I want everything that the bed has to offer because I want to be able to tell all the patients how this feels. So the bed is what my wife likes to call taco mode. And it just kind of cradles your lower back and brings up your legs. And this is probably her favorite way of having the bed. I'd been a real Tempur-Pedic person for years before. I mean, this is almost the end of year 29 of practice now. And I got exposed to Tempur-Pedic when I was in student clinic. And that's when Tempur-Pedic was still kind of newish and they were getting all of their information out there. So, we had a Tempur-Pedic mattress for quite a while, longer than I should have. All right. And Tempur-Pedic pillows and all that stuff. So it's just something where this has been a really amazing experience to find a bed that has been this comfortable for us to where I literally look forward to going to bed every single night and laying on this thing. So it's that comfortable. So yes, we have other choices, but when you look at the quality of the materials that are inside of the bed, how it feels, it's pretty amazing. And I think that the way they've made it accessible for all of us as chiropractors, yes, you really do want to try to figure out how can you get one of these beds into your house. All right. So I just wanted to kind of show you and give you an idea of where I come from on how I present this information to patients. A lot of you remember, because I've taught you before through foot levelers, is that I am not a salesperson. And I don't want you to feel like, oh, I think it's going to make me schlock all the Saatva stuff. Okay, remember, this is the art of discussing information with our patients and making sure that we are giving them education on it and giving them ideas on how to be healthier. And the fact that you endorse the product is very helpful. Your name, your reputation throws a lot of weight around with these things, all right? Yes, they can go to a bed store down the street from their house and get a mattress that's been sitting in a warehouse for a while. They can get one of these. Oh, but Dr. Wong, they can have it to me tonight. Okay, I get it. But what are you getting for that? Well, there's a sale. There's always a sale. There's always a mattress sale at any of these companies. It doesn't matter what time of year it is. They even tell you the way to hack that is to just go into an average mattress store and ask for a discount price, and they're probably going to give it to you anyway, even when they don't have a sale. Saatva doesn't have to do that because they price their mattresses so reasonably in the first place, and they're so comfortable that you don't have to resort to doing something. Do they have sales? Of course they do, right? As chiropractors, do we have a really good in on giving patients an awesome price? Scott told you that these beds start at about $2,000, $2,100, right? We get 15% off for the patients. That's a huge savings. I mean, already that's an amazing thing, right? Okay, here is the little Saatva standing display that I have in my front of my office here. You can kind of see that's next to my cold laser display as well, but you can kind of see already on there that QR code. You're going to have as one of our doctors, you have your own QR code that leads the patient to your 15% off for Saatva, all right? But it tells you right there the free white glove delivery, the 365-night home trial. Again, that's a big deal to have a 1-year trial period on a bed. Most companies are only going to give them 90 days, all right? 90 days. Now, this is how I use my Saatva talking points, all right? So this is kind of, when it's bare bones, what am I going to tell that patient from my 30-second elevator pitch if I meet them outside in the wild, or I meet them in the office, or they ask me questions? All right. I have the restorative mattress poster inside the office. It's going to look something like this. This poster right here will tell the patient what is going on with what they use to build these mattresses, and they can see the natural products that are inside. It's a big deal these days. You know as well as I do that you've had a patient or two that has told you that their Tempur-Pedic mattress was outgassing so much for them, they literally could not sleep on it for almost a couple, 2 to 4 weeks. I've had patients leave them outside in their garage for a while before they can finally go out there and give it the sniff test. Okay, I don't smell that stuff anymore. I can maybe bring it into the house now. All right. But it's not just this type of, it's not just the beds. There's other products that are made by other companies that have these chemicals in there. And Scott was explaining to you how these chemicals are not in the Saatva mattresses or the Saatva products. Okay, besides the restorative mattress poster that gives people a visual, something to feast their eyes on what's going on with this bed, 1-year trial period. We just talked about this. The lifetime warranty. My God, lifetime warranty. They replace it within 2 years or they'll repair it after 2. All right. That's a big deal. That's great. All right. As far as I'm concerned, there's no other company that I know that does that. All right. The mattress is made to order. How Scott explained this earlier. It usually takes 2 to 3 weeks to get to you. All right. White glove delivery. Not only will they bring your bed in, the new one, they'll take away your old one. In fact, what was really kind of the movers that came to our houses, we took our mattress and put it down into our guest room. So they moved it for us. So it was really nice. All right. And again, the patient saves 15%. When we say non-stackable, what we mean is because the 15% is such a great discount that if they happen to see, oh, Kevin, I saw online that they were having a sale where I get this much off, my discount's better. All right. So it's non-stackable. So that means your discount is going to hold as the main discount. And we can't put anything else on that because they're already giving you a good price. All right. You'll have that on your QR code. And again, the cost of a queen mattress starts around 2,000 and the king starts around 25. It goes up to about $5,000, but it's how many bells and whistles you really want. And remember, patients, when they finally decide to get a mattress, some of them just go all out. You'd be surprised how fancy some of them want to go, but you don't have to do that. You just have to tell them about the product in your own way, right? So again, visuals are nice, all right? Oh, I do want to point this out because Scott mentioned everything on that special page except for this little part here, and that is the patented lumbar zone. I don't know if you can see my mouse in the center. we love this as chiropractors. If you go in and you check these beds out for, in the viewing rooms, and you go and lie down on the bed, you'll feel that there's some extra support in that middle third of your body where your lumbar spine is. They know that Saatva has figured out that they know that this is where people tend to depress or have a lumpy or saggy mattress the most. So they put some more support in there to really give that lumbar some really good support at night while you're sleeping, no matter if you're on your back or you're on your side. All right. It's really, really cool. And I can feel that. And I did feel that when I went to the San Francisco viewing room, and it was like a mattress tasting. It's really cool. You go into the viewing room, they unwrap this little sheet thing for you. It's your own personal, you take that with you to all the beds, and you lie on all these different beds. And that's how you kind of feel the different types of mattresses that they have. But they really have it down to an art form of being able to go and check all this stuff out. Now, okay, not only do you have access to the restorative mattress poster, right? But I want you to look at your personalized flyer that you have here. It tells the most common healthy Saatva beds. There's a whole bunch of them. You're going to see that there's a whole bunch of beds, but these tend to be the ones that they choose that have the most therapeutic benefits as for chiropractors and for healthcare providers. Okay, and more importantly, what's cool about this flyer is there's the QR code. There is the Saatva, excuse me, let me go back there. There's the saatva.com web address below this. It's cut off right here, right now. And then there's also a phone number. We are going to be able to talk to people on different levels. I'll kind of develop that as we go through here to show you when we talk to people here. So we've got the front of the flyer, the back of the flyer. I've got these things in two different places in the office. And anytime I mention anything about the bed or there's anything that comes up, the patient's walking out with one of these because they will be able to have time to check this stuff out on their own time. Because, people are like, I'll go do my research. Yeah, go do your research, right? That will probably have you going to chat GPT and asking me what the best kind of bed is I have, all right? Now, aside from you having your that poster available and you having your little personalized flyer, I have a section on my website that's about Saatva. And I can send my patients to that part of my website because a lot of patients, they've found me on the website, so they know how to get back there. So this is under services and it's under Saatva mattresses. So I've got about 3 or 4 pages worth of information there that comes right off the Saatva website, just to kind of tease them a little bit, to just keep them, giving them information, but also knowing that they could go to saatva.com and really see all the rest of this information there. At the bottom of my Saatva portion of my website, I have my flyer on there. So they don't have to be here to grab, oh, I lost your flyer. I've got it on my website. Go to scroll down to the bottom. And here is the flyer with the QR code, the website, the phone number, and my 15% and our 15% discount that we're offering you. Okay? Because you got to remember, some of these people are going to go online and look at this stuff. Some of these people may be old school, going to go, and when they want to call and talk to a live person, oh my God, what is that all about? All right. Saatva, before they ever came out with a lot of their viewing rooms, they are like the #1 brand that gets people calling them on the phone to sell mattresses. Remember that Saatva has a 1-year money back, a 1-year trial period. They really don't want the patient to have to return a bed at the end. All right. Scott was saying 95% of the people who order one stick with it. You know why? Because the people on the phone are really good. And in the show, the viewing rooms are really good at asking the right questions so that you don't have to so much. Let them do the work. But that way they find the perfect mattress to fit the patient and they are happy and they keep it. All right. And then they get a discount. You get a little bit of your reward on the side, and everybody seems to be pretty happy. I know I am. Okay. So this is my section on the website. Again, you don't have to do this. I'm just trying to give you all the ideas that I have. All right. And then suggest if they can to visit a Saatva viewing room. All right. Scott was talking to you already about Austin. You got one in Houston and Dallas. And again, I put the slide in here because we're assuming that a lot of you are in the Texas region. Some of you that are across the country, don't worry, because on the saatva.com site, they have all the other locations. the ones in San Francisco, the ones on, on my side of the United States, in the West, all over the place. But one thing that Scott put in here for you is to show you where the newest showrooms are now. So we have new ones, and they're in Scottsdale and in Minneapolis, Pasadena. So they are growing, and having a viewing room is a bonus. Remember, this company was built on talking to people over the phone about their mattresses. So having somewhere where someone can go and literally lie on all of them, it's a bonus. And here's the other cool thing. It's amazing to me that this company can keep their prices so reasonable, yet they're still having more and more showrooms open up. They're not going to mess with some of this formula. All right. It's working. People appreciate it. I certainly do as a practitioner. Okay. So here's these other locations that are these now open, Scott? Are they all open now?
They're all open now.
Yeah,
Yes.
cool. Right on, right on. Yeah, you do want to say anything about the locations?
No, I mean, I obviously it's a great advantage to be able to visit these showrooms so you can get the full experience. But again, we have some great representatives on the phone if they can't make it there that will really guide them and educate them. And one thing I wanted to mention also on our site that there is a mattress quiz that all of your patients can take as well. And that mattress quiz, based on their answers, will direct them to a mattress or two that may be a best fit for them, just to guide them through. But again, until you sleep on it, you don't know. And that's why we have the 1 year trial.
This Saatva.com has a lot of amazing information on there. In fact, obviously, as I was telling you before, when I took some of my information from my website, it came right off of here to make it consistent. All right. Scott was talking to you about the mattress quiz. Yes, when I first found the company and I started to do some work with them, I was all in to experience everything that they had. And I was lucky that there was a viewing room pretty much in San Francisco for me to drive 35 minutes to from where I live. So experiencing the mattresses is really, really great if you have the opportunity. But, trying to give you all the information that I can about them so that it makes some sense and you understand why it would be a different choice than some of the other companies that are talking to you about selling their products. Okay. So again, the website, as you can see now, they have more than just the mattresses. They also have furniture. They have bedding. I have to say that I have a couple sets of Saatva sheets, and they are incredibly comfortable. That's part of the reason why I love the bed and the combination. What's cool about your patients is once they do get a bed or once they order one, they will often buy some accessories with that. And it's kind of neat for you to see how people are when they choose to spend their money outside. They got sheets, they got pillows, they got all kinds of stuff there. So some people they've been waiting. They just don't know what kind of mattress brand is reliable, because you ask 10 people, you may get 10 different answers. All right. Okay. Back to this. Let's see. So if there's no local Saatva viewing room, don't worry. That's the way it's been for a long, long time. All right. So you go ahead and send them a saatva.com. All right. And have them take a look around on there. All right. And let them ask you questions. All right. Or suggest that they call Saatva directly. Again, all these salespeople on the phones or in the stores are non-commission. That should really tell you a lot. It almost makes you go, oh, breathe a sigh of relief. You mean they're not trying to like grab me when I get in the store, throw me on a bed and tell me I've got to buy this? I mean, no, they want you to have the best experience that you can. And that was my experience when I went into San Francisco viewing room. We're really, really supportive, really friendly. We got there when it opened because that's the way I work, but there's actually a few people already waiting there to go into the store at the same time. I'm like, wow. So I think it'll be pretty fun for you if you have that opportunity. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So, or suggest that they call. All right. That's always a good way of doing
Yeah.
things. Now, right now, when we look at these pictures, these are like probably the top beds, at least from a healthcare perspective, that they have. So, Scott, do me a favor because I think you've got a little bit more knowledge about the specific mattresses. Do you want to say anything about these things?
Sure, would love
Yeah.
to. Would love to. So
Yes.
I also wanted to mention that for all of our bedding products, they do come also with a 45-day trial. So if someone gets a pillow, because we do sell a lot of great pillows, sheets, comforters, whatever the lineup is that we have, If you do not like the bedding products, you can return them for a full refund within 45 days. Another thing I wanted to mention, I know, and I'll get into the mattresses, and we didn't touch on this, unfortunately, Kevin. We should have added a slide, but in
Sure.
addition to paying with credit cards or cash, which most people don't, we do also have financing available. So if the price of the mattress is beyond someone's budget, we do work with a third-party finance company called Affirm. They can get up to, and that's a key thing, up to 0% financing if they're approved. But if someone wants to make payments on it, we have that option in all of our stores. They can take advantage of working with the finance company Affirm. So I just wanted to make sure we touched
Oh,
on
that's
that.
good.
So
That's good.
in regards to the Classic, so the Classic is our most popular mattress, and it's popular for several reasons. One of the main reasons is that it comes in three different firmness levels. There's plush soft, there's luxury firm, and there's firm. So with those different firmness levels, it really accommodates all different types of sleeping positions, whether you're a back, side, or stomach sleeper. And it also, as Kevin had mentioned, it has our patented dual coil design. We also have our lumbar zone technology, premium memory foam and spinal wire. And also all the mattresses come with our Euro pillow top with made with organic cotton. But another key point on this mattress is that it also has a CertaPure US foam, which is the perimeter support throughout this mattress. What that achieves is it prevents the mattress from sagging and also gives you more sleeping surface, which is also key. Having the dual coil design, in addition to making it more complete as far as it not sagging, it also draws in a lot of fresh air, so it actually keeps the mattress sleeping cool. So the Classic comes in three different firmness options. It also comes in two different heights, 11 and a half and 14 and a half. The 14 and a half and the 11 and a half feel exactly the same. It's purely aesthetic. But if someone wants a higher profile mattress, they would go with the 14 and a half, lower is 11 and a half. One thing to point out about the Classic, if you have an adjustable base or you intend to buy one from Saatva, the 14 and a half version will not work, but the 11 and a half will. Every other mattress that Saatva offers will work on an adjustable base, or if you have one at home, so there's no limitation on those other mattresses. Next, please. The RX is a mattress we brought on that is really a favorite for the chiropractic industry. So this mattress differs from the Classic. This is a mattress that we brought on for those suffering from chronic back pain, whether it be sciatica, herniated discs, fibromyalgia, any type of arthritis. We built this mattress with a very unique microcoil layer. Also below that is individually wrapped coils, and we also sandwich that in with gel-infused premium memory foam. Those three components together really deliver a very gentle pressure relief and contouring feel throughout the entire body. So if you have a customer or patient, I should say, who is suffering from any of those ailments, which I'm sure you deal with on a regular basis, if they have hip or shoulder pain and they're side sleepers, this is an excellent mattress for them. This is a medium firm, so it's not a mattress for everyone. It's going to have a different edge support than the Classic, but it's one that I would definitely check out, especially for those that are suffering from chronic back pain. Also, you'll notice it also has our lumbar zone technology in the center third of the mattress as well. This is a 15 and a half inch mattress, but that said, it will work on our adjustable bases. So again, this is the RX, something I would definitely recommend for your patients that are looking for that type of comfort level and support. Next, please. The Zen Haven is our natural organic latex mattress. So the other mattresses that we touched on are considered hybrid. A hybrid mattress is considered a foam and spring mattress. The Zen Haven is a natural organic latex. The latex is made from the sap of a rubber tree. It's very, very durable, more durable than any other foam out there. It's also a cool feeling mattress. And it also is designed ergonomically with 5 different comfort zones that are specifically set up for your shoulder and your hip support. But what's interesting about this mattress, it's unique in a sense because it's our only flippable mattress. It's a dual-sided mattress that has 2 different comfort levels built into one mattress. So you have the option of flipping your mattress and getting a medium or a firm feel on the mattress. But also what that does, it extends the life of the mattress. Typically, the lifespan of our mattresses will be anywhere from 8 to 10 years. You could expect another 7 years on top of that with a natural organic latex mattress, which is called the Zen Haven.
Mm.
The process that we use on this mattress is a Dunlop process where we permeate the foam with pinholes, so it gives a lot of air coming through the mattress. So the Zen Haven, also for those patients that are concerned about having metal or a spring system in their mattress or concerned about EMFs, this is a great mattress to suggest. Next, please.
Nice.
And the rest of our lineup of mattresses you can find online. We won't spend a lot of time on these mattresses, but the Saatva HD is a great mattress for someone that's in a higher weight class. It will support weight up to 500 pounds on each side of the mattress, but it's great for everyone. The Solaire is our sleep number-like mattress. It's our precision air mattress that you could adjust the firmness on either side of the mattress with a remote. And then you have hybrid versions of the latex and also a hybrid version of our premium memory foam mattress, which is called the Contour 5. If someone is a Tempur-Pedic fan, like Dr. Wong was,
Was.
the Contour 5 is our premium 5-pound memory foam. It comes in 2 different firmness options. This mattress, and just to explain the difference a little bit, so a premium memory foam is more body hugging. You may have a patient that likes to be more in the mattress versus someone who likes to sleep on top of the mattress like a latex. That's the difference. A latex mattress is more uplifting and buoyant. A premium memory foam is more body hugging. It all depends on how you sleep. If you toss and turn a lot, the premium memory foam may not be the best choice for you. Maybe the latex is, but if you like to be more in the mattress, definitely the Contour 5. And to finish off, you may have patients that have younger children or infants. We also offer the Saatva Youth mattress and crib mattress, both of which are dual-sided. The youth mattress will grow with the child. From one side, it's ages 3 to 7. You flip it, it's 8 to 12. And the crib mattress for my new granddaughter, who was born about a year ago, she loves it, is a great mattress. It's also a dual-sided mattress, and it has a zippable cover. And for your dog lovers out there, we also sell dog beds. So, and as I always tell everyone, we haven't had any complaints from any of the dogs. They love our microcoil design. So definitely you can mention that to your patients as well. Kevin?
So the interesting thing, again, as a practitioner for you and I out there as chiropractors, it's almost like when people would tell me, "Oh God, there's so many foot levelers, orthotics. I don't know which one to." Remember, you're gonna fall in love with maybe 1 or 2 of these beds that you really know well, maybe even just one of them, right? But let the mattress professionals at Saatva help you, whether they're online or they're calling them or doing whatever they need to do. That let them help the patient pick the best one. All right. Again, if they don't have the ability to go to the viewing room, then they can talk on the phone and they'll figure things out. The bottom line is that 1 year, trial period is there for a reason. All right. So don't get confused by them. Just understand that there's different beds for different folks. So one of the questions that I love that Saatva asks you in their little quiz is, what kind of bed were you sleeping on before? And did you like it? Because they want to mirror your next mattress to be as similar as the last one that you had that you really liked. Because if someone really like me wanted to stay with the memory foam, I could have gotten one of these ones and I would have been very happy with it, I'm sure. But I wanted to just go completely away from it. And once we laid on the classic firm, we really like that one. Okay, but just know that there's options for a reason for different folks. All right. So the adjustable base that I was talking to you about earlier, really, really comfortable. All right. You see here that 35% of customers report enjoying at least one convenience or comfort while they're in bed, like watching TV or reading or using a laptop. All right. 25% of the adjustable base owners experience at least one health benefit. Okay. And again, this is beyond kind of the scope of what we're talking about today. But when we do talk about acid reflux, when we do talk about sleep apnea and some back pain, having the adjustable base is almost a necessity for those folks. Raising your torso up to a certain degree, raising your legs up to put your body in a position where you don't feel some of those symptoms. It's not just for show. And it's not just the flex on somebody that you can afford an adjustable base. It's one of those things where it has health consequences too. All right. So it's pretty cool to think about the adjustable bases. All right. Okay. Let me hit you with a few of these. Repetition, repetition, repetition. I just want to get this in your head so you don't have to always run and look this up. All right. So Saatva does use organic materials. All right. steel coil Certipure certified foams. They have really, really nice materials in their bed. In fact, on their website, you can see a couple videos of how the mattress makers are making these mattresses. They show you pictures of them doing the stitching, putting, some of the stuff around this. I mean, it's really cool to just have an idea of how this stuff is made. All right. Doesn't mean I want to watch the video every Friday night, but still, it's something that's very interesting for us to know, because when the patients ask us, well, do you sleep on one? Do you have experience with this? Yes, it's nice to be able to say that I do. All right. Okay. But it's going to emphasize sustainability and durability for the mattress. Okay. We got the white glove delivery, which we talked about. All right. These are often services that are charged for by competitors, and they're not offered at all, right? I mean, who wants to have a mattress dumped at the bottom of the staircase and they have to try to bring this up 2 or 3 flights of stairs to their room, all right? Customization options. There's multiple firmness levels on multiple mattresses and different heights that allow customers to choose the right feel to target their sleep needs, right? It was very eloquently explained a little bit earlier when we were talking about the different types of mattresses. So Scott did that for you. Targeted support. Again, the lumbar zone technology, which should make you excited as a chiropractor. The patented dual coil design, wrapped coils, all that really cool stuff that they put in there. They've done the research on what they need to put in their mattresses to make them high quality, right? To help our patients in the 3 positions of sleep: side, back, and we really don't want them to be sleeping on their stomach, but we know that they'll have a certain amount of support if they do that, all right? And that's for another lecture. Sustainability, I love the eco-conscious. It's not just because I'm in California. It's eco-conscious is something that's spread across the United States now. We want these materials that aren't going to have some harmful stuff that our patients are going to be sleeping on, breathing in all night, all right? Sustainable materials are great. The no chemicals, factory fresh. I love that these mattresses are made to order for the patient when they order them. So it's great. All right. Um, and the hotel quality, don't let that fool you. It's it's really nice to have a luxury mattress. It really is wonderful to sleep on this thing every night. And I'm hoping that you all are going to have that opportunity, if you haven't already, to have your own. All right. It's very durable. All right. And we do follow the rules. I think every 6 months you're supposed to kind of flip the mat or turn the mattress. So we have done that. We want to take care of it. So here's really where the rubber meets the road. Okay, your patients are going to get 15% off of what they're buying, the mattress. All right, that's the practitioner program. And that's the way that you're providing patients with a better sleep experience. So as a partner, you're going to get your own custom affiliate URL, and when the patients use it, they're going to get that discount. All right, and it's tracked for about 60 days. All right, now if you want to get your own bed, you can get 50% off the bed. You have a one-time 50% off discount available for yourself, all right, or any of the regular practitioners in your clinic. If it's a staff person, that's 35%, which is still pretty darn good. All right. Scott, you want to speak to this?
No, all I could say is that, most of our practitioners and doctors that are most successful own a Saatva mattress. Being able to speak about your sleep experience is probably the best thing you can do with your patients, because obviously they're going to ask what you sleep on. And obviously, you say another brand, it may not be as convincing that they should own a Saatva. But we encourage you to take advantage of these discounts so you get a great night's sleep, but also you can speak from your heart and just really tell them that, you're really enjoying your mattress. And there may be a particular mattress that you chose that you may want to talk about more so than any other mattress, because that's the one you're sleeping on. So
Hmm.
those are the key things here, but definitely take advantage of this. There's no expiration, by the way, on these discounts that we provide to you, and we're happy to do so.
Awesome. 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 Okay. Now, getting your staff involved. You know as well as I do how much your staff helps you to educate your patients and move products in your office, whether it be CBD gel, pillows, orthotics, whatever. It's no different for Reds. Okay. So keep it simple. Don't overload them with too much. And I'm going to reiterate these key points to you because I want to keep repeating this. All right. 1 year trial period. lifetime warranty. Mattress is made to order and will arrive in 2 to 3 weeks. White glove delivery, setup and removal of your old mattress, and then the patient saves 15%. All right. Yes, I keep repeating this because I just want you to get it down. That's your elevator pitch. It's easy, it's fast, it makes you feel good because it's honest, and you know that it's a great product. All right. If the patients have questions, direct your staff to tell them, take the flyer, go to saatva.com or call them. All right. They will help you. All right. And the big thing for me is making sure that if the patient does call or does go to a viewing room, that your QR code or your URL is actually associated. They make sure that they get you connected with their account so that they know that you were responsible for sending them in there. All right. So that would be just something that I tend to follow up with every patient. The ones that I know, usually they tell me that they've purchased a bed. So when they do that, I know to follow up and just make sure everything is kosher with their order and everything's is going smoothly. All right. So again, we've got resources. Saatva is giving you these resources that you can have in-office product videos for waiting room TVs. If you choose to have a TV in there and you've got some of the information going on there, some of you have that Chiro TV. All right. So Saatva has some resources for you to help to flash some information up on the screen. We've already kind of alluded to the poster. We've alluded to your little flyers, but also there's some little informational cards that they have. So these are all materials that you have access to. It just depends on how you feel about where you want them. Product placement is great. You know, I've taught a lot of you. I've got orthotics in every single room. I've got Saatva information interspersed through the office so people can see where it is. Plus, they're looking at that banner every time they walk in and walk out of the office. So, so it's been a really good thing for us to have. So again, there is your flyer that you will have for yourself that has your own information on there with your own QR code. All right. I can't stress enough to have confidence in being able to figure out how to stay in your lane. Well, I don't, I can talk about it, but I really then have them call, then have them go to the viewing room. Just send them somewhere and give them some information, all right? So that they know what to do next. Don't just leave it hanging. Don't bring it up and then just don't give them some ways to have an action on this because mattresses are really they're a big thing. People have this whole thing with mattresses. They're so expensive that they don't want to. Oh, it's okay. Let's talk about this. Let's not feel weird about getting a mattress. Let's say the word mattresses can be expensive, but you know what? I've got a company that's endorsed by the American Chiropractic Association, and their mattresses are incredibly reasonably priced. And blah 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 blah. Okay, all the things that we've talked about so far. All right. It's really neat to have these materials at your disposal so that you can just give them out and show your patients. All right. All this stuff there's a table tent. All right. Put these things anywhere that you want to put them that you feel good about. Remember, you're not selling, you're educating. You're not selling, you're educating. And remember, my friends, they're going to go buy a mattress somewhere. They're going to go buy pillows or something somewhere. Why not make it something that you know that you can believe in? God, doesn't it drive you nuts when people come out of Costco buying a pillow? Oh my God. Well, no. But again, people are going to do if in absence of education, they're going to default to marketing. So let's give them some education and some good marketing so that they feel good about it. Okay. There's your poster and strategies. Just leave you with this before we get to seeing if you have any questions. On the intake form, you can ask people, how old is your mattress? All right. Just one little question. How old is it? If its answer is over 6 to 10 years, it's a good conversation starter. I will tell you from asking this question frequently that people do not really know how old their mattress is. So when they give you a number, I'd probably add 3 to 5 years to it. Scott, you ever notice that? People are, oh, I think it's 5 years old. I'm like, oh, you've probably had it longer than that, But there's the website page idea if you want to have that on your website. It's easy. Ask me questions if you want to. Ask Scott for help. Social media, train your receptionist to handle some of your Saatva questions. There's your in-office materials that we've that you have access to. And now, Scott, you'd have to talk about the prescription tax refund program because in California, I don't think it works for me over here. So,
right. Thank you, Kevin. So the prescription tax refund program works in 7 states, Texas being one of them. And this is a really great process and option for the patients. So if you're already providing prescriptions, terrific. Just so you know that the prescriptions will be good towards any mattress, adjustable base, or both. So those are
Wow,
tax exempt. That's
that's
on
great.
top of the 15% discount that they get. So very simply, we will provide you with the template, which I think we've have with most of the clinics already, and also the guidelines. The guidelines are fairly simple. I won't go through each one of them, but some important things, making sure your license number is on there, date of birth for your patient, diagnosis is clear. But you can basically preset up these templates so it's easy for you to either send it to Saatva or your patients can send it to us. So we do collect tax on every order. Once we receive the prescription, we review it, and then we will refund back the tax directly to the initial payment of that patient. What the prescription tax refund program also is great for, it's a great paper trail. So if you know that a patient is going to be buying in the near future, providing them with a prescription will allow us to cross-check that to make sure that you're getting credit for the sale. Occasionally, there may be patients that may not mention your name or they may not use the link. We want to make sure you're getting credit for everything that is being processed. So when the prescription crosses my desk, because I do oversee them, I will cross-check it to make sure that the sale was a credit to your account. But again, it's a very simple process. Take advantage of it. There's some other key things that you have to be aware of with the prescription tax refund program. For example, if it's a split king, we need 2 prescriptions, but we won't get into too much of the detail. Again, it works really well, and it's something that you and your patients should certainly take advantage of. So keep that in mind. One thing I
Cool.
wanted to mention on something that we touched on, Kevin, is when your patients visit a showroom or they contact our call center and they're ready to make their purchase, please make sure that they mention your name when they're making their purchase, because that's the only way our representatives will know to give credit. We'll give them the discount and also to notify us, the B2B team, of getting credit back to the chiropractor. So I just wanted to mention that
Yes.
during that process.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. All right. So, by the way, Saatva is the official mattress of the next Olympics, which is pretty awesome. That's pretty amazing. So that was fun. So that's going to be fun. And also they've been featured in Good Morning America. So that is, there's some really good feathers in their cap. So, okay. So Scott, this is your slide you made for everybody.
Yes, so there is a great special, and this is really a thank you for all your hard work. We wanted to, this is right now, this season is coming up to be one of the busiest shopping seasons, as everyone knows. Black Friday, Cyber 5 or Cyber Monday, we have the holiday season. So I wanted to put this out there to everyone within TCA as a special. So there are quite a few clinics that may have not signed into their PartnerStack account, which is a portal that we use. We want to create a reward for that. So just by logging in and signing up, you'll get a $50 cash reward on that. Just send an email to our address, chiro@saatvamattress.com, and we'll make sure that we credit your PartnerStack account. Send a post out on social media about promoting the mattress and also include your link. You do that, send us that picture or screenshot of your social media post, you get another $50. For someone or any of the clinics that have not referred a mattress yet, we want to get you guys on the board. We'll give you a $200 bonus, one-time $200 bonus for that particular referral when they order a mattress. And that's on top of the commission you're going to get for that order. That's a great bonus. Hopefully it's a great incentive for you guys to push this a little bit more. Again, push it in a nice way, nothing obviously too aggressive. For everyone else, and this is running through October 31st, we will add an additional $100 on top of the commission that you would get on that particular order for mattress purchases. So this is running through October 31st. Take advantage of it. Again, we have another 3 weeks. So we want everyone to fully get everything out of the program as they can. So we're giving an additional $100 on top of the commission. And last, we're running a special drawing, and you can enter it. So you get into the drawing for a free mattress or $2,400 in product value from Saatva.com when you refer a patient successfully through October 31st. That applies to everyone, that when you make a sale, in the sense that you're referring them to Saatva and they make a purchase, you're going to be entered into this drawing where you can get a free mattress or also get $2,400 in product value. So these are all great specials and incentives that we're creating through the 31st. We hope everyone takes advantage of it. And this is also to say thank you for all the great work you're doing. We want to get you guys as much as we can.